Okay. 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 He caught him. Up. He slept him.
Floyd is definitely holding him up.
Yeah, he definitely slept him. He definitely slept him. He looks like he's sleeping there. Look at that. He's like, I got him. Up. Trouble. Hold me up, Floyd. Did you watch this Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather shit? I've got thoughts.
I felt like I was under investigation right there for a second because I've been in that hot seat before. Where were you Sunday night? Like, oh, damn, how can I think of this live really quickly? But okay, this is a safe zone. So Sunday night, no, I did not watch the Floyd Mayweather. Who was it?
Yeah, Logan Paul.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of the Pauls.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
So I didn't get a chance to watch the fight. I woke up to the results the next morning.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts. I get what Floyd Mayweather is doing. I get what Logan Paul is doing. For them financially, it makes a lot of sense. Floyd Mayweather made $100 million in 24 minutes.
I don't know if that's been. I don't know if it's been verified that he actually made $100 million. I think that's just what the number that was like thrown out there.
So as far as I understand, he's actually made more than $100 million based off of this fight alone. When you look at
like
his guaranteed money, so the guaranteed money, his pay-per-view revenue, pre-fight endorsements, as well as like some of the post-fight endorsements that are happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Triller bringing in that type of cash? I don't know. I don't know if that many people fucking tuned in to watch a Triller.
To be honest, I don't know, but like the reports are suggesting that he will make you see over $100 million for
that. You see that's the distinction that I made is that they were talking about, especially like like pre-fight, they were saying like, oh, this could be $100 million thing, but I don't know if that's actually been verified that that's actually like what he made. That was what they were saying he might make, but I don't think people actually like know if that's actually how.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. Look, the only thing.
No, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, look, the only thing that I have to add to it is clearly, I wouldn't go as far to say that this shit was fixed, but clearly this was an exhibition fight because if Floyd really wanted to knock Logan Paul out, he could have done so. And in fact, he actually did. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen, exhibit fucking A. Let's take a gander. Let's dissect this. Okay.
So we see the punch, and I'm going to talk to this. We see this punch right here, right?
Oof! And then
watch his arms, watch his shoulders.
Yeah. Let's rewind it. Let's get it back here. Let's get it back. Okay. He caught him. Up. He slept him.
Floyd is definitely holding him up.
Yeah. He definitely slept him. He looks like he's sleeping there. Look at that. He's like, I got him. Up. Trouble. Hold me up, Floyd. Yeah. I didn't watch the fight, but I saw this and I was like, nah. And even before I even saw this, I was just like, there's just no way that Logan Paul can go toe to toe with one of the greatest boxers ever. And Logan Paul's been doing this for like what, a couple years at most. There's just no way. The reason why Logan Paul doesn't want to go, like, he could be an up and coming boxer, right? Like he could literally go, and become like an amateur boxer, right? The reason why he doesn't want to do that, obviously, I guess the money aspect, but then two, he would actually have to face real competition. This is like some Rocky shit, like of just like, in Rocky 3 when Mick was telling,
was it Tommy Gunn?
No. Rocky, right? Yeah, that was Rocky 5. Rocky 3 was Clubber Lang. But when Mick was telling Rocky, I picked soft ass dudes for you to fight, right? That's what this reeks of. Obviously, Floyd isn't a soft ass dude, but Floyd understands money, right? And so, who's going to be like the biggest draw outside of Floyd that Logan Paul's going to fight? Basically nobody, unless he were to fight a young lion who's just like, man, fuck your money. I want to sleep the fuck out of you, right? Like I want you to be snoring on the ground by the end of the first round. And Floyd's not that type. First of all, that's not the kind of boxer Floyd is. But then two, Floyd understands that he stands to make more money with Logan Paul upright than he does with Logan Paul sleeping. Because who knows? They might run it back. They might be like, all right, that was cool, run that shit back. And it was interesting. They didn't have any judges for this. It wasn't really. It was an exhibition. It wasn't even.
They published the rules beforehand, right? And part of those rules was like there was going to be no judges, right? And no winner would be declared in this fight. That was part of the rules. Another part of the rules is that obviously there's a money breakdown and all that stuff. So Floyd, like you said, Floyd knew that like this was going to be a show. He wanted to sell as many pay-per-view tickets, I guess
buys.
Yeah, pay-per-view buys as possible. He knew that a lot of people paid money to see this fight. He wanted to put on a show. You saw the Stephen A. Interview with Floyd before the fight. Stephen A. was like, "Are you concerned that like this is going to put a stain on your record? Are you concerned with being like viewed as 49-1 if you lose, or like 50-0 if you win?" Floyd was like, "I do not care. Cut the check." Right. And I mean, to Logan Paul's credit, he talked himself into fighting one of the greatest fighters of all time and earning more money in this one single fight than he has.
But that's just it. He didn't really talk. Well, I guess theoretically, if you look back hard enough, yeah, I guess you could make the argument that he talked himself into it. He didn't really talk himself into it though. It's just Floyd was like, "Wait, how much money's online? Cool, I'm there." Like it could have been against fucking Logan Paul or fucking I don't know anybody. If Nate Robinson would have talked to him as much shit, and if it would have been projected like, "Oh shit, you stand to make how much?" Whoop, I'm there. And so I think at this point. Look, and Floyd's old, for a boxer, I guess. He's like, what, 40 something? Yeah, he understands the game. He's like, dude, just keep collecting what you still can collect. Like, why is this that hard to fucking understand? Like, if I can make money off some shit, why wouldn't I? At this point, who do I have anything to prove anything to? Like, and I loved watching his post match press conference because he just was like, bruh, like, what do you guys, who cares? Like, just, if the money's there, I'm there too. Like, what this isn't that hard to understand.
That's it. And the only people who are critical of like his decision and, like this is a stain on boxing are the people who don't understand the difference between like a pride fighter and a prize fighter. Pride fighters, they're the guys who, care about the belts and the titles, who want to fight in the Olympics to represent their country, who do it for like the love of boxing, right? Floyd Mayweather has never been that guy. He's been very honest.
No. I think that's the difference, though. I think that there was a point when Floyd was a prize fighter, and I think he proved his point.
You mean a pride fighter,
or a pride fighter is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, was a pride fighter, and I think he proved, like, yeah, guys, I'm literally undefeated. So it's like he has nothing more to prove from that end of the spectrum. Now it's just about getting the money, right? It's as if like Tom Brady now turned and was like, guys, I really got to win like that 8th one because that's going to prove that I'm somehow like the greatest of all time. It's like the difference between 6, 7, and 8. I really don't feel like is that much, right? Like as soon as you get to like 7, I feel like it's all right, you got it, dude. Like, because I don't know if anybody else is even going to come close. So it's just like at this point, it's all fucking gravy from here on out. He literally can stop playing tomorrow and still be considered the greatest of all time, right? I personally wouldn't say that, but I can see the argument being made that no, he would be the greatest of all time, right? Because he's got fucking 7 or 8 Super Bowls, right? Yeah, it's for the people who are out there who are like knocking Floyd or like you're tarnishing. It's just like, dude, like if this was like 10, 15 years ago, okay. I might be honestly like if he still had some shit out there to prove, if he was ducking Pacquiao or Canelo or some of these dudes, okay. But he's already beaten all of them. So I don't like what is the thing that he has to fucking prove, So if they're going to offer him big money to fucking hold Logan Paul's fucking stupid ass up, then whatever. Yeah. Send the direct deposit, as you say.
I just think this opens up a new form of like entertainment where like now maybe.
No, I don't. So I think it's kind of dead, to be perfectly honest.
So, for example, look at the Chad Johnson fight, right? And I forget the guy who Chad Johnson was fighting, but he was like I think he was like a bare knuckle fighter, or he was like a legit professional fighter. Chad Johnson's obviously a former NFL wide receiver. He has no like boxing background. He had like 2 months of training. People were really interested, and impressed with the fact that Chad Johnson was able to hang in all of those rounds. And he was, for the most part, winning that fight up until he got knocked down in that last round. But like people are just like, yo, like that was actually not bad. And I mean, I think Jake Paul is set to fight next. I think him and Tyrone Woodley, who's a former UFC fighter or current UFC fighter, are set to fight next. And Tyrone Woodley probably make more money in that single fight than he has in even his UFC championship fights. So like next is like, all right, who are some of the other big celebrities that might get in the ring? I think this just might open up a new entertainment.
No, I think this is based off the strength that everybody hates the Paul brothers. I think that's what this is all. That's why all the cards are always anchored by them. It's because everybody hates them. There are a lot of other
celebrities who people hate, who people would love to see fight.
Yeah, but that's just it. They know better, right? Like generally, if you're well hated, you're like, the last thing I want to do is fucking be slept on on a fucking pay-per-view and watch those memes play endless loops.
Unless you can make $25 million in like just a few minutes.
That's again, like not everybody has like the Floyd Mayweather mindset of get the money while it's to be gotten. Some people would just like the peace of mind of not having them talked about 24/7 because they got rocked. Look, Nate Robinson was a fucking fantastic NBA player for the next like 10 to 15 years. The only thing that people are going to remember him from is getting fucking rocked by Jake Paul, right? Like, and that's so fucking sad. Like for a career that was long spanning, and for a person of his stature, like in terms of just like height, and what he was able to do in the league, and how long he lasted in the league, and for that to be the way that he's remembered, that sucks, dude. So I don't know, dude. But I think unless the Paul brothers are involved, I don't really see this being any more than what it is now, or a continuous thing. I think it's going, and once their Paul brothers aren't involved anymore, I think you're going to see regression, because I don't think. Man, who else out there is as hated as the Paul brothers, but are willing to like really just jump out there and do shit like this?
This could be like celebrity deathmatch, but in real life, right? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. They need the people, and I don't think that they have. Yeah. Anyways, we can move on from this.
Yeah, we can move on. But if JC Chazet from Backstreet Boys got the call, like, hey, you want to fight Aaron Carter or Nick Carter, and maybe make a couple easy million, I'm sure both of them would start hitting the gym, even the heavy bag.
Even with your own example, nobody's thinking about fucking NSYNC and Backstreet Boys right now. Like you might get a little bit of like smoke from that, but nothing even remotely close to the level of the Paul brothers. Everybody detests the Paul brothers.
If the pay-per-view is $199, I'd buy it. Sure. And if you can get 1 million people to buy it.
I don't think that's a profitable enterprise for your pay-per-view to be $199, but okay.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's get to some movie shit. Well,